Come on in. The door's open. Come on in. Just come on in. You have the key to the door. You can come on in. Got the key. Soul group. Do you ever play white noise like the sound of central air when doing meditation? Honestly, Megan, when I do my meditation, I like complete silence. I'd rather be standing outside or inside. No music. That's my preference. Not everybody's preference. I like to listen inside whenever I'm doing real meditative work. When I say real, I mean like it's always real, but when I'm really focused just on my meditation, I don't want any music. To me, the music is, or it can be, and I'm talking about my experience, it can be a distraction. How's everybody feeling today? How's everybody doing today? Jeremy likes drumming. See, Jeremy likes drumming. Some people like the flute. Some people like to hear the beach, the ocean waves. I like silence too. Yeah, silence, because silence can always. We don't always have music per se, but silence, we can create that silence, you know. So basically, I don't like to personally be dependent on any external type of stimuli. You get what I'm saying? That's me, but we're all different. If you can get into your meditative state with the music, thumbs up. True meditation. Because meditation is also a practice, you know. It takes training. Anyway, welcome. Soul Group is here. Let's go ahead and get it going. I'm playing a little music in the background right now. What is this? This music is called Spirit Visions. Spirit Visions. It was gifted to me by my Qigong master back in 2000, I think it was. So I had this for 20 years now. Let me ask you a question, family, before we get started. And of course, the question is right in line with our practice, our standing meditation practice. Have you ever heard of the term hematopoiesis? Hematopoiesis. Hematopoiesis. So if you have H-E, you have the H-E-M-A, hemato, so that's H-E-M-A-T-O-P-O-I-E-S-I-S. I think I spelled that correctly. I could have messed that up. I could have messed that spelling up. But whenever you see H-E-M-A, hema, it's talking about the blood. I've never heard of this. All right, good. So I'll explain a little bit. All it takes is one person not to know, and that's a reason to explain it. That's one reason that I have my prompt back here. You see my prompt again. Got my jacket here. I want to give an explanation, talking about some of the important things inside of our standing meditation practice. And remember, Tai Chi is also considered meditation in motion. So those same principles are found inside of the Tai Chi practice also. You know, all of these different stances we do in Tai Chi, you know, all of this. So basically these postures or movements are considered to be the standing postures in motion. So we go from standing still to actually putting these postures in motion, right? So the same principles that apply to the stillness we put in motion. So Tai Chi is called stillness in motion. Did you get that? So we take the principles of stillness and put that in motion. We take the principles of the standing practice and put that standing practice into movement. That's a very good reason why we want to implement the standing meditation practice, especially if we're practicing Tai Chi. So we learn how to go from standing to moving and taking those principles and putting them in motion. So let's talk about the hematopoiesis. And like I said, I may be messing up the pronunciation of that word. Hematopoiesis. So that is simply dealing with the process of our blood being created inside of the bone marrow, right? So inside of our long bones, we have yellow bone marrow, spongy. It's a spongy. Yeah, that's it right there. I did spell it correctly. Now, with my pronunciation and my southern South Carolina accent, I may make the words sound a little funny. But here it is right here in the chat. Megan just put it here, so look it up. And you'll see that inside of the larger bones in our body, the long bones, like the long bones in the arm, long bones in the upper arm, the long bones in our legs specifically, also in the spine, the breastbone, the hips, the ribs, the skull. These bones, they contain bone marrow. That bone marrow contains the cells. Those cells produce billions, 500 billion or more white blood cells, red blood cells, and also the platelets that we use throughout the day. So what does that have to do with standing meditation? You say, come on, Lester, what does that have to do with standing meditation? It has a lot to do with it, especially if we're doing it the correct way. So one of the principles that I keep harping on is relaxation. Another one is proper structure, right? Proper breathing. These three things all contribute towards the process of creating those white blood cells. White blood cells are there as our friends, right? To help build up our immune system. So here's my prompt that I have here in the back. I have a Tai Chi jacket. It's on a hanger, right? Tai Chi jacket on a hanger. Let me turn this music down a little bit. So this hanger, the hanger, I want you to bear with me here. The hanger is going to represent and doesn't it fit here so appropriately, is going to represent our upper body, shoulders, rib cage, and this could be our neck, right? Our skeleton. This is our skeleton. Let's just say that. This jacket, this beautiful Kung Fu jacket that I was gifted from my teacher, that he had from the 1960s. This jacket represents our fleshy part of the body, the muscles, the skin, connective tissue, and all of that, right? So remember, I just mentioned the idea that we must be relaxed, right? I also mentioned that we must have proper structure. The structure will be the skeleton, dealing with the skeleton. We want to have what I like to refer as being the stick man, like a stick man or woman, a stick man body, meaning that we want to relax all of this flesh and we just want to be in tune with the bony structure in the body, the bony structure, by allowing this flesh to just hang off of the bone. It's just hanging on the bone, right? Now, we don't want to be overly relaxed. We don't want to create a body that is like a wet piece of spaghetti noodle. Wet piece of spaghetti noodle has no structure. It's just flimsy, right? It's like this necklace here. It's flimsy. It has no structure. So we have to find that middle way. The standing practice is going to help us do just that. But only if we are able to comply with the principles. So in order to engage our stick man or stick woman body, we must, first of all, remember this is our head. I know it's a tiny head, right? But the tip of our crown point on the top of our head must be extended up. By extending the tip of our crown point up, that is going to help our spinal column elongate or stretch out, as opposed to being compressed, because throughout our lifetime, gravity causes our spinal column to compress. Even if only to a small degree, we get some compression. So when we learn to put the crown point up vertically, and also on the bottom, we want the tailbone going down. So we have opposite directions. We have crown point up, tailbone down. That's going to cause this to stretch out, right? If we do not have the crown point up and have the tailbone down, this fleshy material, it will sag. See how it started to sag? So you can imagine that my arm is our waistline. The arm is the waistline. Everything is sagging right on top of my waistline. You ever seen that belly starting to protrude? That belly starting to sag out? Here you go. Here you go, family. Take that tailbone down. Take that crown point up. Right? So now by crown point up, tailbone down, we start to engage our skeletal structure and those long bones that I just mentioned. Right? So by standing in our standing posture, engaging our long bones, we begin to cause all of the pressure in our body to go into our bones, as opposed to our muscles helping. No. It's all on the skeleton now. It's all on the skeleton now. And now by this extra pressure, which is simply gravity, is natural pressure. It's not like we're forcing anything. This is coming from relaxation. That pressure that the bones are starting to receive. Now, you know, our bones are really crystals. Yeah, our bones are crystallized material. The calcium is crystals, it's crystallized. So when that gravity pressed down on those crystals in our bones, in those long bones, the bones begin to get stronger. The bones begin to create and manufacture more and more white blood cells. Hematopoiesis. Hematopoiesis. I had to say it 3 times. I'm sure I'll get it messed up again. But this is how that process actually develops. Now, we're just beginning the standing practice, right? But later, after our first 100 days of uninterrupted practice, we are going to move into a little deeper posture, a little deeper, meaning that our legs will be bent a little bit more. Now, by doing that, of course, it's going to be more physically demanding. And by standing in those postures, 3 minutes. 3 minutes of standing in those postures will be equivalent to other types of exercise that you would have to do for 30, 45 minutes, running, lifting weights. It will be equivalent to that. The only difference is when we're standing, our heart rate won't be elevated. Our heart won't start racing. Our heart rate will settle down. Just the opposite of other physical exercises. So we'll get phenomenal results that are not depleting our health, because you ever heard of people going running and they die from a heart attack and they've been running their whole life? I've never heard anybody die from doing Tai Chi or standing meditation. Never heard of it. So by creating this intense pressure on our skeletal structure, that's going to be the catalyst to building the health and wellness that we're all on the path for. This science really is like complete opposite from the way that the Western mind is used to thinking, because we're used to getting immediate results. We're looking for bigger, faster, stronger. This is not about that. This is more about getting in tune with our natural body build, not excessive artificial muscles that are inflated because we're pumping them up. Well, that's, to me, that's not natural. It's not natural. I did it. I was a bodybuilder. But anyway, I hope this description makes sense to you, especially with my prompt. That crown point and that tailbone going in opposite directions and not allowing everything to accumulate right here and getting all saggy, right? We don't want that, family. Deanna said that helps clarify things very good. Good. So do you understand how the white blood cell activation works with our bones, with the long bones? You understand how that works? When we relax the muscles and our bones are actually working and not the muscles, the primary muscles are chilling out, they're relaxed, and we're only using stabilizers. We only want to engage our stabilizers. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. You were a bodybuilder too. I like that. We got more and more in common. So you guys go ahead and digest that. Go ahead and get into your standing position. Let me know how you feel. I hope everybody's feeling well today. Hope everybody's feeling well. Hadn't found one of these in a long time. Walked outside today and walked right into it. We'll talk about that later, Megan, because you found the same feather today. That's amazing, huh? Let's go ahead and stand. Let's get this Zong Gong practice going. Zong Gong, standing like a tree. Let's get it going. We're going to make our body stronger by standing. Isn't that amazing? We're going to increase our blood flow by simply standing. Have anybody ever even fathomed that idea? Later we'll get into the deeper postures, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now those deeper postures are going to be more physically demanding. You're going to be sweating and everything else. But right now we're just building up to it. 100 days uninterrupted practice. Let's go, family. Let's get in. Let me see. Let's get in 1, 2. Looking at the clock here. Let's get in 3 minutes again today. I did not download the timer. Yes, standing has many benefits. I'm going to list some today inside of our Tai Chi 360 group on Facebook. I'll list some of the benefits today. You're going to be blown away. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Megan is here. Deanna, this is Soul Group is here. Soul Group is here. Jen is here also. Soul Group has followed me here. Sparky, you're here as well, my brother. Soul Group is here. Who else is here? Vivian. Randall Edie snuck in. Nice to see you, my brother. Hope you're picking up on some of this information that I dropped on you. Evelyn, happy to see you back again. I know you said you were enjoying the meditation. Jeremy is super stoked today. And Sam, my friend. The Soul Group is here. This is good. Gary, you slipped in as well? And here's Gary. Hi, Gary. Let's go. Hey, Gary, go back and review the live stream. Talked about a couple things. Benefits dealing with, let me pronounce the word again. Hematopoiesis. 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 Check it out. You're going to be blown away, man. How standing actually helps our white blood cells. The production of white blood cells. Standing about shoulders width apart. Just take your foot, your natural foot's length, and measure out just like that. That's it for now. Not too much. We're not getting into all of this stuff. Nope. 100 days. We're going to start right here. This is more than enough. More than enough. Here, take a breath in. We're going for 3 minutes today. Remember the method that I gave you. Counting the breath. Counting the breath. If you don't know the method, I don't want to explain it while we're standing. I'll just say, I'll explain it later after the live stream. After the standing, I'll explain it because I don't want to interrupt everybody while we're standing. I prefer being silent. So if you're new and you don't know the method, the meditation method, just stand there and focus on your breath for now. Okay? And I'll give details on the counting the breath method after we finish our 3 minutes. This is the position, this is the posture that we want to stand in. I'm not going to talk anymore, I promise, so that we can begin the standing practice. Go ahead and begin. Eyes are closed and I'm silent. Go ahead and start. You will hear that sound again when 3 minutes have passed. All right, I think that was right at it, fam. That was about 3 minutes. We didn't lose anybody, did we? Everybody survived? Everybody survived. That's perfect. There's a bowl here. When you hear that, this is my sound bowl. I like to. You can move your arms around a little bit. That shouldn't have been too demanding on us. Just 3 or 4 minutes. Before we disperse, I want to ask a couple questions. And the reason being is when we ask questions amongst our peers, we can help other people out inside the chat. Let's do that. I like doing that. So let me ask you this, and you can type inside of the chat here. Let me ask you this. Let me change the tunes up. Let me ask you this. In regards to, when thinking of the breath, the inhale and the exhale, right? What specific instruction do you remember in regards to the inhale and the exhale? Anything you can think about dealing with the breath. Anything you can think of, type it in the chat so that our peers our fam can pick up on it. And you may think of something that I'm not thinking of. Type it in there. Anything about the breath. Things that we keep in mind when we're doing the practice. Wow, Gary, that's amazing to hear that. That's amazing to hear that, my brother. Time flew. Yes, it will. Kim says count to 10. Yes, we count to 10. We also, come on, somebody tip in. Mind needed the stillness. Talking about the breath. Right, tongue at the roof of the mouth, behind the front 2 teeth. I think of that when I'm breathing. Good, a lot of things here. In and out the nose. Yes. Wow. Okay. Now I see. Y'all been listening. Y'all getting it. Y'all are picking it up. Right. I want to make sure you're able to share the same information with your friends and family that's outside of our soul group. Let me explain this little method while y'all keep typing in. For anyone that's new to the chat, so whenever we are doing our standing practice, this is one thing I want you to do to help you keep from getting distracted. First of all, keep in mind, human beings, you and I, whole soul group is included because we're human. We are addicted. We have a heavy addiction to distraction. Heavy addiction, man, to distraction. Always looking for another distraction without even realizing it. We have actually become immune to even realizing that we are addicted to a distraction. So in order to counter that distraction, because remember, we want to have razor sharp vision. We want to have razor sharp attention span. I mean, laser sharp, right? We don't want to get distracted because when we can have laser sharp attention, we're simply better at everything that we do because our whole body is there. Every iota, every small part of our being is there. So, we have a breathing method. When you find your mind starting to want to entertain all these different ideas, let those things go. Don't pay attention to them. Don't try to interpret any sounds, any smells, anything that you see. That's why I always suggest to close the eyes. so you don't get distracted, especially in the beginning. You know, I say as fledglings, babies, we get distracted. I'm going to talk, I'll make this short because I need to charge the phone up for the live stream. But we do a process called counting the breath, a method. And it goes like this. You inhale, and as the soul group said, we want to breathe in and out of our nose, in and out of our nose. Mouth is closed. One inhale, one exhale. That's one. One inhale, one exhale. That's two. One inhale, one exhale. That's three. You're starting to get the idea? One inhale, one exhale. That's four. You want to keep that process up until you get to the number 10. Now, this is what's going to happen. I promise you, guaranteed. Sometime you're going to get lost and you're going to forget what number you're on. All right. Don't try to figure out what number you're on. Go back, start over with number 1 right away. Just start over because your mind's going to want to figure it out. I'm just telling you what happened to me, all right? Also, you're going to find yourself sometime you count past the number 10. You might be on 11 or 12 because you just got into counting. And it's funny how this stuff works. But don't punish yourself. Start over. Always start over. Now, don't be lazy and make a habit of getting lost and going past the number 10. Don't make that a new habit. So simply tell yourself that you have to pay more attention. So it's like you discipline yourself, but you don't fuss at yourself. You get what I'm saying? You just give yourself a mental note. Okay, Lester, you need to pay more attention. You're getting distracted. You get what I'm saying? Also, if you count up to 10, let's say you do 1 through 10. You did that. You did 1 through 10 again. You did that. You did it twice. 1 through 10. You did it again. You did it 3 times. Don't start counting how many times that you've actually counted 1 to 10. You're getting away from the practice. You get what I'm saying? So don't start accumulating how many times that you've done 1 through 10. Don't keep it in your mind. You don't want to hold on to that. Let that go. That's gone already. So once you get to 1 through 10, just start over and forget about the 1 through 10 that you already done. That's gone. That way we can keep our focus. So I got to cut this short, fam. I'm going to take a 10-minute break and let this phone charge for 10 minutes. I'm down to 77%. And I most definitely don't want to lose my connection with you during our Tai Chi training that we got coming up at 2 o'clock. All right. See you all in 20 minutes, fam. Peace. I'm out.